Former president and convicted criminal Donald Trump has dropped a new conspiracy, reposting a suggestion that the FBI had advanced knowledge of or even ordered an assassination attempt against him. Now, the July 13th shooting that left Trump bloodied and a Trump supporter, a former firefighter Corey Comparatori, dead, did spark some criticism of the Secret Service, some of which made sense, right? Of law enforcement, for example, the fact that they didn't secure the perimeter, despite there being suspicious activity that was reported, including a drone operated by the shooter, 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, over the airspace several hours prior to it. And you had reports that he was up on a building with the rangefinder, and that you had Secret Service snipers that were law enforcement that was like texting each other, like, hey, this guy's kind of a weirdo around here. Not only that, but you had several cell phone video of people at the event pointing at the shooter to get authorities to, hey, there's a guy there, he's looking kind of suspicious, 2 minutes before he ended up firing. So there were a lot of failures here by police and Secret Service, right? And so some of the criticism at the Secret Service and law enforcement, totally legitimate. And then, of course, there was illegitimate, like, for example, it's to DEI. What is that even supposed to mean? DEI, the leader of the Secret Service, DEI, it's a woman, could never protect Donald Trump. Okay, now, look, despite that, a committee hearing in Congress culminated in the resignation of Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle, which I'm sure is not going to solve their problem because Secret Service has been dysfunctional throughout many previous heads of Secret Service. There is a culture there, and that culture is not good, okay? It doesn't have anything to do necessarily with who the current director is, okay? Whether it's a man or a woman, it has to do with what kind of culture you have at the Secret Service and how well they and how seriously they take their duties, which they should take them very seriously, but oftentimes doesn't seem to. They don't seem to. But anyway, now, here's the thing. FBI Director Christopher Wray had testified at a hearing of the House Judiciary Committee to probe the shooting. Okay, I've got no problem with, these committee hearings, trying to get to the bottom of the operational failures, even though Republicans keep trying to turn it into a clown show. Now, that said, it is Wray that Donald Trump targeted in a late-night flurry of posts on
Truth Central,
which included reposting this gem. What did you know and when did you know about it? Free truth if you want to know who ordered the assassination of Donald J. Trump. Wait. You think the FBI tried to assassinate Donald Trump? Really? You would think then that if that were the case, they would try to find someone better than a disturbed 20-year-old bullied incel that held strong conservative views and who couldn't hit a target from 150 yards away. I'm just saying. Okay. Now, look, what's weird about this so far is that there hasn't been a motive that's been established. Look, they went through his social media. They found out that he's a staunch conservative. But really, nothing that points to an actual motive for trying to target the former president of the United States, Donald Trump, who's a Republican. Now, that said, the FBI does claim to have uncovered potential social media accounts belonging to the shooter. According to Deputy Director Paul Abbott, the uncovered social media accounts displayed about 700 extreme comments which were made about around 2019 and 2020. What kind of extreme comments? They appear to reflect anti-Semitic and anti-immigration themes and espouse political violence. While the investigative team is still working to verify this account, determine if it did, in fact, Abbott belong to the shooter, we believe it is important to share and note it today, particularly given the general absence of other information to date from social media and other sources of information that reflect on the shooter's potential motive and mindset. So, look, he's allegedly anti-immigrant and anti-Semitic, well, that would put him in the right wing. But if he's in the right wing, why target Trump? I mean, maybe he didn't think Trump was anti-immigrant and anti-Semitic enough. I don't know. That's one possibility. But again, it doesn't make any other sense to me other than perhaps maybe to martyr Trump, which again would be weird. All we have, this doesn't really do a whole lot to enlighten me on this issue, okay? Because it just makes me ask even more questions. And all I have is speculation. That said, what I am sure of is that I don't believe the FBI tried to assassinate Trump. I mean, look, we do know that, yes, there is some, what's that word for it? Tend to make mistakes, mess up a bit, have a little bit of a incompetence problem, in government. Can't do anything, government can't do anything right. But you would think that they'd be able to kill somebody if they wanted to. This whole thing doesn't really make any sense other than it just being some very disturbed, lone wolf, ultra-conservative, gun-loving guy that just, I don't know, maybe wanted to go out in a blaze of not-so-glory. I guess we'll just have to wait to see if there's any more information that comes out that will have, that will at least try to answer some of the questions without creating more of them. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.